Leo was just an ordinary 19-year-old student, invisible in the world, too busy to notice. He spent most of his time with books, headphones, and daydreams about being anyone else. But his world changed the night the sky turned violet. It began with a strange headache, sharp, electric, and sudden. Standing on his balcony, Leo watched as a comet tore across the sky, glowing with an unnatural purple hue. At that moment, something inside him shifted. His hands trembled, and tiny sparks danced between his fingertips. He gasped, stumbling back into his room. The lights flickered wildly. His phone shattered in his hands. Then darkness. When Leo woke up, something felt off. The world moved slower. The ticking of his clock echoed like thunder. He blinked and found himself across the room, breathless. Was it a dream? A hallucination? He spent the next few days alone, afraid to tell anyone. But curiosity beat fear. He tested himself, timed his movements, touched electronics, even meditated. The results were clear. He could move faster than sound in short bursts, feel people's emotions when touching them, and generate static energy through his skin. Leo had changed, but with power came pain. His body burned from within. He couldn't sleep. And then there were the whispers, soft, chilling voices that echoed through his mind. They called his name, but from nowhere. One night, a man in a dark hut stopped him in an alley. "You've been awakened," the man said. "They'll come for you." Leo stepped back. "Who's coming?" "The ones who gave you that power," the man replied. "The force beneath the earth, and they don't always take it back gently." The man introduced himself as Kale, another awakened one. He explained that their powers came from the Earth's energy core, an ancient source that occasionally chooses humans as conduits. Some people used their gifts to protect. Others twisted them into weapons. "You're different," Kale said. "You don't just carry power. You generate it. That makes you dangerous or valuable." Leo didn't want any of it. He never asked to be powerful. He just wanted his life back. But the city had other plans. A week later, a massive blackout spread across the city. Strange dark figures appeared, creatures of energy and shadow, feeding off human fear. People ran, screamed, hid, and Leo ran too, until he saw her, a little girl in the middle of the street, frozen in fear. Her mother shouted from the sidewalk, but a creature was closing in. Leo didn't think. He just moved. In a blur of speed and light, he dashed toward the girl. His body surged with electricity. He grabbed her and pushed her to safety just in time to unleash a shockwave of raw energy that obliterated the creature. But the effort collapsed the ground beneath him, and Leo blacked out again. In his unconscious mind, Leo stood in the white void, surrounded by echoes of people some he'd saved, some he'd failed. A voice whispered, "Will you run from your gift, or rise because of it?" He opened his eyes in a hospital, bruised, burned, but alive, and something was different now. He rose from the bed, steadier than ever. The city still needed him. Kale was badly injured. The power grid was failing. More creatures were coming. Leo climbed to the top of the city's power station. The wind howled around him. The sky turned violet once more. He closed his eyes and absorbed it all. Every volt, every spark, every ounce of energy the city had left. His body became pure light. He leapt into the sky and the light followed. In one massive blast, he reset the grid, drove the creatures back into the void, and lit the sky with a glowing streak the whole city could see. Then, silence. A year later, no one knew where Leo had gone. But in certain places, in rooftop whispers and street murals, people still talked about the boy who lit the sky. And somewhere, far from the noise, Leo sat quietly, teaching others who had been awakened like him, not to fight, but to choose.